Hello, welcome to another episode of EPMS Tech Talk. I'm Chris Costa.
And I'm Joanne LaFlamme.
So Joanne, what do you think we should cover tonight?
Well, I thought maybe we could talk about the AuthorizeNet Interface, how to configure it, how to use it.
Okay, yeah, that's a good topic. All right, well, a couple things. Why don't we look at the interface configuration first? We'll take a look at how we get it configured.
Okay, great.
Okay. So, in the interface configurations, now we've been in and out of this in prior videos. There's a couple in here that'll deal with Authorize. The first one is the AIM. Okay, so we add a new interface configuration. The name of it would be AuthorizeNet AIM. There is one in here for a SIM. AIM is the one that will allow you to make a transaction and process the credit card directly within Enterprise.
Okay.
SIM would allow you to use sort of a side utility that can let you add and manage customer profiles outside of the AuthorizeNet website itself.
Okay.
It's not required, but most people will just kind of manage that within the website itself, but you could use the SIM to do that too.
Okay, great.
Okay. But if I open up the AIM configuration here for a second, really it's very simple. The only thing you need, the URL. Okay, I've got mine pointed to a test URL, and then you need the username and password, which those are things you would get directly from AuthorizeNet.
Okay.
And then once that is set up with the correct credentials, then the credit card processing conceivably set up.
Now, I understand on AuthorizeNet you can set up customer profiles. Well, how do I associate those to customers in Enterprise?
Sure. Yeah, so what would happen is, we'll cancel out of here. So, and that is step one. You would go to the AuthorizeNet website and you would start building your database. And maybe one thing as a side note here, just so everybody understands, but where to plug in the credit card numbers too. None of that's going to be put into Enterprise.
Okay.
So all the setup is really done on the Authorized website. So you'll set up your customer profiles, and then you'll build out your credit card information underneath each credit card, each customer.
Okay.
Okay. So step one, I guess, would be set up the credit card customer profile. When you do that in Authorize, when you save it, it will make a profile ID like you're talking about. And what will happen is, if you edit the customer in Enterprise, there's a credit card profile ID. So all you do is copy the number that gets generated in Authorize to this field here, and then that links the accounts together. Okay,
great. Now, I understand there's different modules you can use this in Enterprise. Which different modules can you use AuthorizeNet with?
Yep, it works, first of all, in the job planning prepayment section. So if you're going to take a prepayment against a job, you can process the card information there. The AR in the invoicing module, invoice screen on the prepayment section, you can do it there too.
Okay.
And of course on the receipt in AR, you can do it in there.
Can we take a look at one of these transactions and see how it works?
Sure, absolutely. Okay, so let me cancel there. Sorry, I lost track of the mouse for a second. So if we go to receipt, and I'm just going to key in a customer that I know. Now this customer I know I have linked already. All right, so if I put in, they're paying, $100, and I process the credit card. Okay. Now, if the customers are linked between the applications, this is the window that will come up. It's a link right to the AuthorizeNet website, and you could key in. You could first of all select the credit card that you want to use.
Okay.
As you can see, we can have multiple credit card profiles set up, and they can just choose the one they want to use. Again, all the credit card information is being stored directly in the Authorized database.
Okay, great.
They secure the liability. Let them do that. There's no need to put any credit card information in Enterprise.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Now, what if I've got a customer that I don't have a profile? Can I still process a credit card?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So I can show you the difference. So this would be one that would be set up to give you all that information. But if I change my account number here, so you'll get a much scaled down version of that screen. It still is a link to that same AuthorizeNet website, but this is more of a manual mode. So you would essentially be typing in the information on the fly, as if somebody gives you credit card information over the phone, and you're just going to punch it in manually.
Okay.
It'll still work. You know, obviously you might have 20,000 customers in your database. You're not going to put all that in Authorize. So, so this would make sense also. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay. Any other questions?
No, I think that was great. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Well, thank you. Well, thanks for watching. This was another episode of EPMS Tech Talk. I'm Chris Costa.
And I'm Joanne LaFlamme.
Please look forward for more to come.